There's a lot of talk about the most common questions that are asked in an interview. But what about the preparation process? What about preparing for the job interview? This is one area which is neglected so often, yet this is the foundation to cracking any job interview that you attend. In this video, I'm going to tell you about how you can prepare for any job interview. Interviewers try to judge candidates based on two primary parameters. Number one, domain knowledge and skills, and number two, management and soft skills. You have to prepare for both these primary parameters, the domain knowledge and skills as well as the management and soft skills. If you do this preparation well, you will be able to crack almost any interview in your domain. Let me tell you how you can prepare. The ideal preparation duration is 3 months. The more time you give in preparation, the higher the chances that you will crack almost any interview in your domain. So if you are looking for a job, start 3 months ahead. I have divided this preparation process into 3 steps. So let me tell you what those 3 steps are. Step 1. Identify and make a list of knowledge and skills required. First of all, identify the domain in which you want to work or you are working already. For example, you might already be working in a retail sales position, or you might already be working as a finance professional. On the other hand, if you're a fresher, you would be looking for a job in a specific domain. For example, if you are an MBA student, you are looking for a job either in marketing, if you have studied marketing as your specialization, or you might be looking for a job in finance, or you might be looking for a job in the human resource domain, or you might be looking for a job in the operations domain. On the other hand, as a chartered accountant, you might be looking for a job in the finance domain. Again, there are so many different options that are there. You need to first of all select which domain is your domain. If you are a graduate or a postgraduate who is not an MBA or a CA, you might have studied something else. You do have in mind a domain, right, in which you want to work. So that is something that you must think of and be prepared with first. Now, once you have identified the domain, the next part to step 1 is you go online, go to these job search portals or any search portal where you can see the job profiles of such professionals in such domains. For example, if I am working in retail sales management, I will look for jobs related to that. I'll give a very specific example. I am working in, say, retail sales, and I am looking for a job which will take me to an assistant manager or manager level from an executive level. Now, to do that, I will first search for such job profiles which are related to this profile that I am looking for. Once you find the job profile, you will see that there are certain things mentioned in the job profile. Have a look at the job profile that I am showing you right now. This is how a job profile looks like. The job profile mentions the knowledge and skills that are required in the candidate. Both domain knowledge and skills and management and soft skills are mentioned. For example, a chartered accountant needs to have knowledge on certain domain related aspect as well as soft skills like to be able to finish work on time, so that's time management, to be able to work in a team, or even leadership skills required for people who are going to lead teams. Once you've found these job profiles and you've noted down the domain skills and knowledge required and the management and soft skills required, make a list of them, write them down, and then look at them and ask yourself, what is the gap that you want to fill? For example, you might already know about these different topics or different skills. You might already possess, or you do not. How much of it is required and how much do you possess? In fact, let me ask you a question. When you apply for a job and there are so many candidates, don't you want to be the best candidate? There are other people who might be having a similar level of knowledge and skills to you. So you need to go a step above. Now that you've made a list of the topics, this is what I need to learn. From the aspect of domain, this is the knowledge I need to gather. These are the skills I need to improve upon. And also from the perspective of management and soft skills. I will give you the example of retail management again. So I want to apply for a managerial position or an assistant managerial position, and at present I am at the retail sales executive level. I want to improve my knowledge on which aspects. So let's say I found out from the job profiles that I need to know more about retail management, I need to know more about customer service, and I need to know more about persuasive skills. So what I will do first, listen to this very carefully. This is the beginning of step 2. Step 2 is learn and acquire knowledge and skills. There are 4 aspects I will tell you. First of all, you need to do some online or offline courses on these topics. So if retail management is one subject, I will do a course on retail management, which may even cover customer service as part of it. Persuasive skills, I would want to do a short course on persuasive skills. I would recommend that in these 3 months of preparation that you will go through, please do at least one course, relevant course, online or offline. If possible, do more than one, maybe do 2 courses, if possible. There are so many online resources that are there. I can mention a few to you. For example, there's a website called edx.org. Then you have Coursera, which is a very famous name for e-learning, online courses. Then there's Udemy, and there's even LinkedIn Learning. There are so many other resources. If you really try to search, you will find a lot of resources. Invest a little bit of money and a lot of effort, and you would be able to complete at least one course, if not 2. There's another advantage when you do these courses. You can write about these courses in your CV. So your CV mentions that you have done a course in retail management. And what happens therefore is, the first step is you send a CV to the employer, and if the CV says that you've done this course, at least they will call you for that interview. They will see that you are a person who is preparing, who is ready to learn, who is trying to improve. It is a relevant course that you have done. It adds a lot of value to your CV as well. But we will not stop here. Let me tell you about the second aspect of step 2. Find out online resources like articles, websites on this subject. So if I am talking about retail management, I will find out websites which deal with retail management, and I will read articles. I will find out news. I will read news about what's happening in the retail industry. I will have to stay up to date with what is happening so that I know what I need to learn and what I need to know. The third aspect of this step 2 is to also find out videos. So YouTube is a very good resource. It's a free resource where you can find videos on different topics and subjects as well, not just entertainment videos, right? So if you search for retail management, you will find. If you search for direct taxation, you will find videos. If you search for indirect taxation, you will find videos. If you search for audit, you will find videos. If you search for operations management, you will find videos. If you search for different topics on HR, you will find videos. There are so many videos that are there in YouTube which you can use to improve your knowledge. Also, watch some TED Talks. TED Talks by experts on these different subjects if you find them. And the fourth and final aspect of step 2, read books. I would recommend that in these 3 months of preparation, you read 3 books. 1 book per month. Highly possible. Easy to do so. Now think about it. Consider that 3 months are done. You started, after 3 months, you've read 3 books. Let's say in my example, a book on retail management, a book on persuasive skills, and a book on customer service. You've done 2 online courses which are there on your CV right now. and you've watched so many videos, you've read so many articles, you've gone through these different resources, you are completely prepared. Now when you go for a job interview, who will stop you? You are so well prepared that you will end up being the best candidate in the interview. By the way, in this complete preparation process in step 2, please ensure that you keep taking notes and internalize all the knowledge. And if you are already working somewhere, see if you can practice some of these skills that you have learned, or if you can apply some of this knowledge that you have learned. Once you've completed this, you've completed step 2. Then we move on to step 3. Step 3. Prepare your CV, practice the questions, know the fundamentals. I will tell you about 3 aspects here under step 3. First, prepare a professional CV, a really good CV. If you want to know more about how to make a really good CV, you can click on the link that I've provided in the description box below this video. You can click those links and learn more about CVs and how you can create really good CVs, effective CVs. Second aspect of step 3, practice answering the most common questions. Remember, I started this video by asking that one question. We all are preparing for the most common questions, but we are not preparing for the job interview actually. So once you've done the foundation work, which I've already told you, now you look at the structures of the answers to these most common questions. Let me assure you, if you've done these 3 months of preparation, you will be able to answer almost any question in the interview. And the third and final aspect of step 3, learn what you need to do on the day of the interview. How should you dress? How should you groom yourself? How should you approach the interviewers? And what are the documents that you need to carry with you? All of these things should be there in place. You should be 100% well prepared before you go for the interview. And once you are there with all this preparation work, that's it. You are so well prepared that you are highly likely to convert that interview into a job. You will crack it. I can assure you that if you practice and if you prepare the way I have told you, you will be able to crack almost any interview in that particular domain in which you are applying. By the way, if you need a personal coach to help you, to support you in this job interview preparation process, please click on the link in the description box. I've provided a link where you can find out more about this personal coaching services. All the best. I really wish all the best to you. Prepare well, and I am sure that you will crack the interview that you want to crack and get the job that you want to get.